Welcome back to RLTW Strategies. Yesterday was a rough day. I ended up losing my XFA. It's already removed. I ended up losing my XFA and I was up $882 at market open. Traded MOC, market orders on close, and went from $600 to $800 on the XFA. And then the following morning, I traded the open. I was up $114, and then trade after trade, I just started losing. And then on the paper account, trade after trade, I was losing a bunch of trades on the paper account. So far, the paper account is at 192. Remember, we started at 160. Yesterday, this was down to 6,000. So, major loss day on the paper account. I guess I was just fighting the trend up. So, as the market was moving up, I just kept on trying to short at levels and just got blasted. Not good for the mental psychology. And then I went on tilt in the afternoon. I convinced myself that the market was going to just constantly rotate back down, and I just got destroyed. And I think I got destroyed on this move. I already did recharted on the pre-market session off camera, but on this move, I saw this drop. I made money on this drop. I bought a long yesterday. Down here, man, 2 contracts, roughly about 19,266. I closed it here. I think it was like 25 points. And I was like, okay, it's going to reverse back down. And all my levels that I had on, I kept shorting. And what I was doing is, I know my orders weren't hitting the market, but I know a lot of people's orders were hitting the market. And I think everyone else was trying to short because it just kept on climbing. So it just kept on hitting stops all the way up. Until we reached this level up here, and then the market started to rotate back down, and this was a good reversal point. So was this, and it just started to rotate back down. Until we got to this level, point of control from yesterday. And then at 2, it started going up, and again, I got in some evals, and I lost them on this war. And it was because I was over leveraging, over trading, revenge trading. I was doing all the normal things that the 90% that's fails at trading do, and I did all those. So yeah, this is what we currently have. Show you the levels real quick. We got levels up above. We got the week high up there. We got the day high, yesterday's high, and the Globex high. And right now we're at the day low, week low, and yesterday's low, all in this area. So what I'm suspecting is we may drop to yesterday's low or hit the support level 1 pivot point and then rotate back up. What I don't see us doing is coming down to the low 1800s. And even so, 17.5. And how did I get 17.5? Well, I got 17.5 from this area right here. And we could come all the way down to this area, this mess of stuff. I mean, I don't think we will, but we could, right? No one wants that. 1700s. And then we got this day trend that is pulled back from back here since March of 2000. So how many years ago was that? We're in 2025, 2020, 5 years ago. And then we hit this pivot in 2 years later. And then 3 years later, we're here. So will we hit this year? Could it be a possibility? Maybe it could be. But the lowest I think we're gonna go is, you never know, but 19.4, 19.4, and that was the high from December 21. So I'm okay with putting that. High December 2021. So that's what we're looking at today. Today is going to be, I guess, Trump speaking at the Rose office, at the Rose Garden today at 4. We have that. What else do we have? We have ADP report. What else do we have? We have the ADP report at 8:15, and then factory reserves at 10. So in about an hour, ADP report, and then factories orders at 10. So I'm in this short. We broke this trend line. I think it's going to retest this trend line. It might go to the pivot point and come back down. I think we're going to come down to this buy order block. Oh yeah, why did I put that buy order block on? I put this buy order block here because of these candles back here, back in March 10th, Monday, and March 13th. So last week's order block. So last week's resistance is where I have this order block. So I suspect we're going to drop down to here, to the point of control from April 1st, yesterday's point of control. We could come down to here, and then I'm going to short down to here and then go long here if we bounce around this area. We got the week low there. We could come touch yesterday's low, so that's a possibility. Hopefully I'll have a stop in, but we have these candles here too, which could be a buy area. So we will see those two levels, and then of course we got this 1900 if we come down to 1900. That's what I'm gonna look at today. Yep. So we're gonna try to get a system down. Right now I'm currently up. I was trading on my phone in my bed last night during the Globex Open. Order say show confirmations. I don't know if that works. So these are all the orders I did last night. So this was during the day. These orders were the orders from last night. I was trading on the 1 minute. So let's see what it looks like when you do show confirmations. I mean, how do you know which one's first and which one's not? Over leveraged there. Got out in the green. And guess over leveraged there. I think I kept on adding for a short in this area, and I closed out at 9,582. So I closed out here, but I shorted, added three more. So here at this reversal point, I almost lost it there, which I was looking at this area to short. I was getting in early. I probably shouldn't have got in early. I should have got in right in this area. That would have been ideal. I mean, I did. I got in right here, 586. I got in here. Then it bounced up. I thought I was going to lose it, and then it dropped, and I got out at 582, which is, I don't know what my average was. But as you could see, I didn't hold it, and it kept on coming down to here, to the low of 61. 30 points later, 20 points later, 10 contracts, that would have been a good trade. And then here, what did I go in long? I guess. 3, 4, 5. So I went in long, added to 5 contracts at this level because I don't think we were going to go down to this low anymore in this area. So I went long on this pop. Closed out, let's see, 577. Maybe my average was 579 and I sold it at 582 and it kept on going. So I missed out another 20 points. So what does that tell you? That tells you I over leverage on occasion. I like to build in positions. So if I like to build in positions, I need to learn to enter at better areas, right? And then hold, have the confidence to hold longer. Enter later, build the positions earlier, or build the positions later, and then hold longer. And then last night when we were sleeping, market just so here we are. I think we're going, it's going to be, 8:15. We got news coming out at 8:15. I don't know if I want to trade on the 1 minute or on the 5 minute. We have an area here. So I think we're coming down. Again, I'm shorting on the paper account. We have this trend going, right? This is on the 1 minute. We could come back up and touch at 560, 522. And then we have this area right here that price could reject from. And then, we would have to reject here and not break above this area. If we break above this area, we could retest, right? We could retest here. We could break, retest, and then go back up. So we're going to watch that. That's the price action. Come up to here, come down, come up to here, break through, reject on the trend, break through the trend, hit this zone, and continue going up. I think that's rational. Or we're coming to 19,380. We're coming down to here. This 19,380 is around where this alert is, where these candles are. Okay. That's what I think we're gonna do. We shall see. We shall see. This is a good support. This is a good support area. Probably should get out if we come up to here. Let's put an alert there. All right, are we coming back down? If we come back up and retest this area, I'll short on the Eval. I guess the question is, did the market already price in the tariff decisions and the long-term effect, at least in the next year, of how it's going to affect the economy and business? I still think the meeting that Trump had with all the business executives was to warn them about the short-term windfall of what will happen. I feel like we're dropping down from this level. We might get a large liquidity coming in at 8 o'clock. It's 8 minutes. Let's see if we come down here at 8. Yesterday's point of control. Well, the 100 tick chart is almost similar to the 1 minute chart. And the 500 tick chart is similar than the 5 minute. There we go. Back up $640. Nvidia's dropping. See what happens at 8. Should have rejected every time it entered this box and rejected out of the box. Hindsight being 2020. Maybe next time. If we break through to here, I will move my stop. All right, I'm moving my stop to here. My alert got hit. Well, I wish that was my Eval or my XFA. That was a good trade. I read that right. This is the point of control. We're down here, 19387. So I just put a level on my Eval chart, 19300, which is the 50% area of this box right here. And then we have until 19261 as a level. So we can come all the way down to here to buy. Bouncing on that pivot, on that 50% area of the first orange box where that alert's at. That's where we bounced. I draw another trend line. This is the 1 minute. ES could bounce here at this pivot point, 5618. Oh, we broke that trend. We broke that alert. Still coming down. Week low is at 357. Day low is up here. Well, no, day low is moving. Day low is moving. Day low is a moving goalpost. Let's move this yellow. Actually, let's go purple. Let's go purple. Will we bounce here at the week low? I want to see the ES bounce. Here we go. Come on. How many points have we dropped so far? 172 points. VIX is at 23. What would bring this back up? Let's see. Yesterday, 2 o'clock, we have all these longs. Then in Globex, we have a bunch of shorts. If they were long here, they're still in the money. We could bounce here, they could add into their positions and move back up. People who are short here are in the money. People who are short here are in the money until we blow that up, and then we could just start hitting stops. Consolidate here. This is the support level 1. Yeah, this could be a consolidated area. Can we continue to drop? Pre-market bounce. Let's see if it holds. We could reject here and come back down. So this day low I put on the other chart as a pre-market bounce here. Pre-market bounce. It's on the 1 minute. We're watching the 5 minute. We came close to support level 1 and the week low. You could retest this box here. And that's a possibility. This is a possibility. Dang, dude, and this is a possibility. 3 zones. This zone from this area. No, we're on the same screen. All right, so I drew 3 zones that we may bounce from. So first zone is gonna be here. Zone 1, we're in zone 2 and zone 3. All right, the report got published. 155K, forecast was 120, previous was 77. The ADP National Employment Report for February 2025 indicates that the private sector employment increased by the annual pay raise rising by 4.7% year over year. This report provides insights into the U.S. labor market based on the ADP payroll data. But that was for February. The ADP report for April 2025 is 155K. So we may go down today because of the ADP report. Did we already price it in? That's the question. Did we already price in the ADP report? And then we have factory orders at 10. So it shows the Mag 7. Well, it doesn't show the Mag 7. It shows NVIDIA bounced off on that. That's about it. So these previous levels that I had, we're still on this trend. Let's go ahead and extend this out until we break it. This is consistent with this area. This is just the intermittent level. You can still come up to here, reject, get a double bottom today at this bounce, and then break it and go down in zone 1. I'm getting more liquidity at 9, at 8:30. This could be a range. This could be a range right here. It may drop all morning until 2. Got a range box established. It's the 1 minute range. All right, we hit that level on the ES. Remember I said we may bounce here or break through it. See if we get a bounce. Is this a retest bounce? Is this a retest? We came down, bounce, retest, bounce. That's only on the 1 minute. If we saw that on the 5 minute, it would be more definite. But 5 minutes till 8:30, a lot could happen. See what we do. All right, we're hitting the week low. We just hit the support level 1. ES is dropping. We could drop. This is the ES support level 1 area. ES support level 1 is at 362. This bounce is null and void. If I could grab it. Now we have to retest that box in this area. Man, look, it was a hit and a test, a retest. The retest got rejected on 8:30. Well, no, it's not even 8:30 yet. It's 8:28. So this drop, here we go. We're entering zone level 1. We're entering zone level 1 at 341. So let's put an alert on 341. And then if we hit that alert, then that means we're at the 50% area. I'm watching the 5 minute. I'm watching the ES. The ES has a level. Man, yeah, we could come all the way down to there. Remember yesterday? No, you don't remember yesterday because I never posted the video. But I said we had to stay above this long. And we broke through it, and when we came of it, we retested it there. This is hindsight. We retested it here, and we've been up ever since. Here we go. Oh, hitting that 50% area. Here we go. Zone 1 got established. Zone 1 got touched. Zone 1 got touched and bounced off zone 1. That would have been a good play if I was fast on the trigger. 15 points. We're at the bottom of the box on the 5 minute. Man, gold. I should just go long gold. Let's go long gold. And I'm going to put an alert right there. I'm going long gold. All right, we're going to come and retest this area. That's only the 1 minute. I keep getting confused. Same on the 5 minute though. It's a solid base green candle, which means we could come all the way up and then come back down to here. We have a level at 55.97 on the ES right here. I think we're coming down to there. Zone level 1 got touched. Is tariffs priced in? Seem to be rejecting this area up here. We're climbing. We could reject here and come down. We're back in this range, this 1 minute range. We could reject at this level. We could come up here and reject at this level. Come all the way up to here. Look at that movement. What's this candle mean? Is this a long entry? Man, starting to get anxiety about the day. It's not even 9:30 yet. Here we go, we're dropping. Should we play it? I'm gonna play it back down to this morning level. If we come back up here, almost a 1-for-1. I just wish I knew what this candle wick meant. That's a good bounce off that 1 minute trend. Good bounce off that 1 minute trend right here. That's where we bounced. I just don't see I don't see a bull case unless tariffs are already priced in. And if tariffs are already priced in, then this is the bottom of the market, but I don't know. Here we go. Let's get a retrace of that 1 minute trend. 9 o'clock liquidity came in. All right, we're in 2 contracts. And I was gonna short. I'm glad I didn't.
Order filled.
What I would want to do when I see the announcement, right, is just bring the heart rate down. Take a look at what's on paper and what they're saying.
Once people have a chance to sit down and figure out whatever.
Are we going down to zone 1?
This is not good. If we have a 20% tariff across the board, prices are going to go up. So that's disconcerting.
The United States is a big, important country.
Order filled.
That gives us leverage in the world, but we are not infinitely big and not.
Are we going down to zone 1? That is the question. Let's see if my lack of patience on this trade, that would have been $500 if I just held on and didn't move my stop. That's what happens. We could bounce here to the box again and then go down. The 5 minute looks strong. Look at that, man. I think we're gonna go down to the zone. 343. Oh, that's way up here. If we hit this box, I'll move this down to that orange dotted line, or we get stopped out. Get stopped out. It's a good 5 minute candle. If we wanted to play the 5 minute reversal, we could come all the way down. The next candle could open up to here, get to here, and then go back down. That's a 5 minute red candle. Strong reversal. Tesla's going down. Nvidia's going down. Everything's going down. I feel like gold's this is gonna pop up, I think. Actually, just trust the trade, man. Trust the trade. Trust the trade. Here's the second red candle. This red candle could come up 50% to here and come all the way down to here, possibly. Let's see if we break zone 1. See if I was right. 50% of this candle. Or we come all the way up to here. We could be rejecting off this zone. What's going to happen at market open? There we go. See if it turns into a red candle. Trust the trade. That's the whole point of trading a paper account. I want to move this to here because I want to leave with some profit on this trade. I should move this here. If that's a true 5 minute, strong 5 minute candle, still got 2 minutes. Microsoft's showing some strength. This is the trade. I wanted to move this stop to here, to here. I moved it back to where I have it. I'm trying to trade this 5 minute 3-bar reversal. Tesla failed to reach its delivery estimates. 36 seconds left on this candle. We are at the week low. We could bounce up from here because tariffs are priced in, I believe. We could hit 1900s. We hit it yesterday, didn't we? At the open. It's probably early. Man, the minute I moved it. All right, now I'm gonna leave this here. 700. We could be rotating back up at this level. We failed to break the morning low. For now, we failed to break the morning low. We had a morning low here. This is the second morning low. If we break this, we're going to touch this. If we break this, we're touching this area. And if we break this, well, we're going down. Oh man, these tariff talks. 5 minute could be rejecting this support level 1 right now. Did reach this area. Goodbye there. For a bounce. We could still retest this daily trend, which is why I haven't removed it yet. Because this one goes all the way back to August of 2000. No, this one's just right here. There we go. Retouching the morning low. Look at that drop. There you go. Some shady stuff happening. Market opens in 30 seconds. The ES could come to here. All right, market's open. Let's see. Yesterday's lows down there. 270. 19,270. Yesterday's low. Could this be the day low? We got reports at 10, so let's just wait. Imbalance. We have S&P 500 at sell side 525 million, NASDAQ sell side 12 million, Dow sell side 81 million, Mag 7 buy side 3 million. Rates are at a neutral level. There's no reason to become accommodative. You rejecting off this trend? Broke through. We're back at this level. That was a good buy area. How many points is that? 40 on the 5 minute. Do we reject here? And the volume candle is huge. Did I buy? Do we buy? Do we buy? We bounce, break, touch, and continue. Here we go. About to break that trend line. We could break and retest. So we broke it. We touched the EMA. We're going to break through. Reject here. Work our way back down in the trend line. Bounce off it. If we bounce off it, I'm going to go long. I mean, we got 30 minutes before the news comes out. Here's the trend line. We just broke it. I'm waiting for a retest of the trend line. Maybe here and go long. Just broke above this resistance level. And that was a buy area. Can we maintain it? That is the question. Gold. We're almost going to hit that 50% area. Hit the VWAP. It's a huge 5 minute. We come back down to the point of control and bounce back up. We have a low volume area here. We could reverse here. 50% of that candle, roughly around there. Gold got hit. I'm gonna move my and we are almost at the. We're gonna hit that VWAP for both the ES. All right, my gold trade closed. We could reject here. There's the VWAP. Look at this move. 126 points. Okay, we touched the VWAP on the NASDAQ. We're about to touch the VWAP on the ES. Never even retested this trend. Never once did we retest this trend line. If I go long here, let's do it on the paper account. 50%. Here we go. We're hitting that trend up here. This one is broke. We could reject here.
Order filled. Order filled.
All right, 2,000 on the day. That was a good level to short from. We could hit resistance at this level up here. We could hit resistance here. That's what I'm looking for. And that was a good move. Market's all green. Here we go. Second kick up maybe. Here's that retest of that trend line that I talked about. All right, the market day high from the open. That's the Globex high. I'm looking for a reversal up here. We just hit the pivot point. We're above the pivot point. Let's see if we maintain it. We got 3 minutes left on this candle. I mean, it's an area. We could short here. Do I short?
Order filled.
Welcome to the world of decentralized finance.
Massive outperformance from Bitcoin.
Bloomberg is covering all things crypto. The people.
Tectonic shift emanating from Washington.
All we're looking for is clear rules and the ability to build it.
Order filled.
The transaction.
I'm scared to hold it, but that is a good call, man. Ah, good lord, man. I get momentum right here. We're just breaking below the pivot point. And that is a good reversal point right there. Good reversal point here. Got a position there. If you break below the VWAP, I'm bringing my stop down. There's a retest of that trend line. I just think that was a stop run. That was a huge stop run, and we're going to continue dropping. Here we go, retest. And we come back down, hit here, and continue going up. That's one leg on the 1 minute. Here's the area that I expect us to reverse from.
Order filled.
25% of all imported vehicles is about $70 billion of cost headwind for the sector. If you add the parts, you add another 30 to 40 billion. But the bigger problem is actually that they're very small suppliers, and suppliers typically only get their money after 60 to 90 days from their customers to bigger suppliers, but they have to pay the border control after 10 days. So there's a real work
Order filled.
that will happen at the border if these parts tariffs go into effect.
So that would obviously be ugly for the auto companies. Let's talk a little bit about the impact on consumers, because it's interesting. We've had a lot of delivery numbers come out in the past 24 hours or so. You saw GM and Hyundai sales jump because consumers are trying to get ahead of these tariffs and basically buy their cars now. I mean, putting together what you're saying, it sounds like maybe that's the move here.
We got news at 10. We got a report at 10. Damn.
Order filled.
Investors won't care in this uncertainty that they've already sold the cars. They only think about what's going to happen tomorrow. And then if you add the tariffs on, you need to raise prices by 12 to 15% to offset the entire. That is not going to happen. The consumer will not be able to sustain that.
I saw recently that subprime defaults, or at least delayed payments, have risen to now pre-COVID levels, or at least early 2020. What kind of price effects do you expect this to happen? Because people are already looking at like 600, 700.
Order filled.
I think 15%.
That was scary. But it was a good call to short up there. This is an area.
We'll just take this into our bottom.
Could be a resistance level. We could come back and retest down here. We got a report coming out at 9. That was a good entry for a short. It's a good level. Told you, it could have been priced in, right? Tariffs could have been priced in. We could reach a high of the day. We're still down 109 points. This is an area. Let's see. 02 in the morning, Tuesday. This was yesterday's. So we're going up to yesterday's high and Globex high. And we got news in 10 minutes. So we're going to wait for the news at 10 minutes because we have factory orders at 10. Currently 2,400 in the account.
We're talking about it. The Newsmax rally is hitting the skids after an incredible run, more than 2,000% one. That just yesterday wanted to
Alright.
market value of stocks. We're going to take a look at the news outlet that has become
Majority of my trades were shorts.
we're hitting a little bit of the wall today. Next, this is open interest.
Short. I'm shorting on the paper account.
Wild ride with this media outlet. At one point,
Got a minute left on this candle. This could be an indecisive red with a pin reversal at the top and or a 5-minute 3-bar reversal. And we're about 5 minutes from the news. So this thing could pop up the last minute. Factory orders, factory orders. Impact is high for factory orders. 12 minutes left on this candle. Can I do $400 more to hit max profit on the day? Rolling down 59 points. Got this range establishing on the 1 minute.
I'm just telling you what the president said out of his mouth, right?
News in 3 minutes. We got yesterday's high above and the day high from Globex session. 2 minutes. Factory orders. 1 minute. 30 seconds. Factory orders. Factory orders in 10 seconds, 20 seconds. Here's the report. Pretty much in line. What does that mean for the market though? Do we try it? Go short here. Got stopped out. Negative 1300. Day high. Got to stay above 19600. That was a huge level. Are we hitting exhaustion? I mean, volume is still good. It's a huge volume spike. 100-point spike.
Order filled. Order filled.
Executed by firing squad at the Tower of London.
The exhibition covers MI5 from its founding in 1909 to the present day. Vicky Barker, CBS News, London.
Order filled.
I don't know if I captured that. I did a short, increased the two sizes at 608 and 613, so right here, and then I got out at 606, so I made $300 on that move. It's not that I'm trying to hide anything, it's just I'm trying to hide my losses because I don't feel like editing a video after I blow an account. No one feels like that. Oh, that's the toughest part, man. And then what do you say? I fucked up. What do you say? Ugh. We hit the top of this box. That was a good reversal. That was a day high. We hit over exhaustion. I think we're going to come down for a pullback for a little bit. And we could continue going up. Gold hasn't really moved at all. I think it's going to hit its Globex high. I got another buy order down here at the bottom of this box. At the bottom of this area right here. And then if gold drops down to this bottom Bollinger Band where all this reversal happens, I'll go in with 6 contracts and then sell it at the Globex high, pre-market high for gold. I think gold's gonna go. Here we go. 1 minute fail to break above here. It's a good area, man. It's a short. I drew this box because of these candles over here. Look at that, bounced off the box. We couldn't get to yesterday's high, and we couldn't hold 19,600. So if we go back and retest the 600 area, and we reject off that, look at that, we rejected right at that low volume node. We couldn't even get up here. If we pop up at all on this red candle, and we don't clear this green candle, I might go in with another short. Here's the point of control. We could bounce at the point of control, but that was a hard reversal. We got a minute 33 left on this candle. We could come all the way down to here and then bounce all the way up. Microsoft dropped pretty hard. All right, this is the area where we could bounce. Here we go. We're retesting that trend line again. We could bounce here. 5 minute. That's a 5 minute strong 3-bar reversal right there. 9 seconds left. All right, so now what I'm looking for is a retracement on the 5 minute. So we could retrace to this area before we come back down. So let's move this to here. If we hit that alert, I might go short. This is a good bounce off that trend line.
Order filled. Order filled.
Did I miss it again? I hope I didn't miss it. I shorted this level right here. It popped up. I shorted. I closed out here for 200, 150. I was trying to get 300. We could bounce here. We could bounce at the VWAP and the EMA, both right there. See what happens here. We have no more news, so bounced off the pivot point. Do we reverse? Do we reverse here? Is that a pullback? We could reject here.
Order filled.
I bought this car before. Went crazy. I saw that too. It's like I bought this car before, must went crazy. However, this is just the first quarter, so I'm really wondering how much of it is impacted by Elon Musk's involvement.
Order filled.
All right, that's done. I'm done. 2,976. I'm done trading. That's it for the day. Fucking evals, man.
That's how another stock. What is it? Are you making up words now? A stock we're watching is called Encino. It's down about 25%. Okay.
I'll continue watching it on my phone, but I'm not going to trade the eval. I got one eval. I lost the XFA. Do I do another $100? Nope, I'm done. All right. With that, we'll go ahead and look. Thought we were going to bounce here. Here's the trend line. Gold trade. I'm going to keep this open until it closes. Yeah. We'll try to trade this tomorrow. You guys have a good, safe Liberation Day. Trade smart. Be patient. Don't over leverage. Don't over trade. Don't revenge trade. Don't do all the things that I've been doing. And we'll see you tomorrow. Have a good one.